This is a story about me, Juel, and how I ended up doing tide gate work, part 2. This video covers the period from August of 2000 through April 23rd of 2004. I left the Seattle District U.S. Army Corps of Engineers after working there for 15 years. I was then hired by Inca Engineers of Bellevue, Washington. My new business card read, Jeffrey S. Juel, Senior Project Manager. Prior to 2000, my professional engineering career was entirely with the government. I worked in planning branch and acted as CAD manager, then worked in the design branch as a lead designer. I served as the inspector and project engineer during construction of a very large flood control project. After 1996, I served as a project engineer for a number of MILCON projects at McChord Air Force Base. In 1999, I became the program manager for the McChord MILCON program. I had experienced a wide variety of work during my 15 years at the Corps. Now I would see what it's like to work for a private AE firm. I did not leave the Corps with the intention of making money with my Aberdeen tide gate design. I never even thought about it. I had been so busy managing military construction projects over the previous 5 years that I had pretty much forgotten about tide gates. Tide gates were not even remotely related to any of the design work that Inca did, so from 2000 to 2003 I didn't even think about my tide gate design. I did whatever Inca asked me to do, and I worked on a variety of different projects. I felt that I was reasonably successful as a project manager, and I was very successful as an engineer designer. I was at my best when I could make decisions and do the bulk of the design work for the projects that I had managed. This would be handy later on when I started Juel Tide Gates as a one-man engineering firm.
Inca Engineers has something they call their Pinnacle Award. It's comparable to Engineer of the Year Award. In 2002, I was one of a number of individuals who was awarded the Pinnacle Award for work on the Howard Hansen Dam Juvenile Fish Passage Cofferdam design. I was also awarded the Pinnacle Award in 2003 when I served as the project manager for a Walla Walla District Corps of Engineers project that involved installing pit tag detection antennas at Ice Harbor and Lower Granite dams.
Inca has been around since 1983, and only one other person had ever won this award twice. Most of the projects I worked on had no connection whatsoever to tide gate work. I did end up doing a number of fish-related projects that dealt with fish lighters for the Walla Walla District Army Corps of Engineers. I'm an unusual engineer, and I'm willing to do just about anything to make a project go smoothly. There was no drawings that explained how the fish lighters at Lower Monumental Dam worked, so on my own time I learned Photoshop, gathered details from as-built drawings, and made a color poster that showed how the attraction water was pumped and routed to the diffusers of the adult fish lighters. This was such a hit with the Walla Walla District that they paid me to make posters for all 5 of Walla Walla's district's dams on the Snake and Columbia River. I insist on success, and I do whatever it takes. This attitude would nearly get me fired from the company in 2008. In the spring of 2004, I read a news story about a fight between agricultural interests and fish advocates over tide gates in Skagit County. I contacted Allison Studley of the Skagit Fisheries Enhancer Group and told her about my Aberdeen tide gate design. I drove her to Aberdeen and showed her the tide gates there. I agreed to put on 2 PowerPoint shows for a number of interested people in Skagit County. The date of the show was April 23rd, 2004. These presentations set in motion a very complex string of events.